Student, welcome to chemistry laboratory. Today onwards we are going to start the chemistry practical. So before starting the practical, first of all we have to know the details about this subject. So I request Professor Kale sir to explain the details about the subject.
Hello student. So there is one practical course in your curriculum. The code number is CHEM 2301 Physical and Analytical Chemistry Practical. So this particular course covers practicals in two sections. One is of physical part and second is of analytical part. So in all we have to consider some practicals from section 1, that is a physical chemistry practical, and section 2 includes the analytical chemistry practicals. So in physical chemistry practicals we have to carry out the 5 experiments for your practical course and 5 experiments for analytical chemistry part. So this is a detail about your practical course. Today in the first practical we are going to study the experiment which is from chemical kinetics, that is determination of rate constant of hydrolysis of methyl acetate, or we have to study the process of hydrolysis of methyl acetate using HCl as a catalyst here. So for the brief introduction of your practical and the hands-on performance, I request Dr. Indulkar sir, Professor Salunke sir, Gandhi sir for detailed explanation. Thank you.
Okay, so already you know the subject of this one. Now in this practical we are going to start the first practical from the physical chemistry section. So you can say the experiment number 1 to determine the first order rate constant of acid catalyzed ester hydrolysis. So all of you know acid catalyzed ester hydrolysis. I think already you learn the kinetics. Okay, so this experiment is from the kinetic section, from kinetic parts, and already in your theory you learn details about this one. So here we are going to determine the rate constant. So reaction is acid catalyzed ester hydrolysis. So methyl acetate is there. So methyl acetate, after hydrolysis in presence of acid, we will get the acid, that is formic acid plus aldehyde. So here acid is one of the product, and based on that products we have to see the progress of reaction. We learn in your theory in chemical kinetics that the rate constant is going to determine either by calculation or by graphical method. So already you learn the graphical method for determination of rate constant, and by calculation how to determine the rate constant. So before finding the rate constant, first we have to do the experiment. While doing the chemical kinetic experiment, we have to monitor either the reactant concentration or product concentration. Here we are going to monitor the product concentration. So for that experiment, okay, so already you know the aim of the experiment, that is determination of rate constant of acid catalyzed ester hydrolysis. So for that we are going to start. First of all we will see the apparatus required for the acid catalyzed ester hydrolysis. So for that it's required burette, okay, it's required beakers, then 5 ml pipette, it's required the stoppered bottle, 2 stoppered bottle, then Whenever we are doing the kinetic study, we know that it's required, depends on the time, so it's required the stopcock, conical flask, okay, and water bath, okay. So with this one, we will see the what chemicals required. So for chemicals, for ester hydrolysis, it's required methyl acetate. Phenolphthalein we are going to use for indicator. Then we are going to titrate this reaction mixture with NaOH. So we have the NaOH. We have HCl for catalyst purpose. Then for quenching the reaction or slow down the reaction or stop the reaction, it's required ice. So these are the apparatus and chemicals required for this experiment. Now let's start the experiment. So first we are going to take in one bottle 100 ml HCl, 100 ml 0.5 normal HCl in one stoppered bottle. In second stoppered bottle, we are going to take 5 ml methyl acetate. Okay, keep both the bottle in water bath to attain the same temperature. Okay, then fill the burette with NaOH. Okay, this is required. So from the one burette, we will take the methyl acetate. So already we did this process. After attaining the 5 minutes, means after attaining the same temperature of these two reagent, then we have to mix in each other. So I request to Salunke sir, please mix it. Okay, keep in mind that whenever we are going to mix it, so whatever the maximum quantity you have to mix or pour, that one in minimum quantity. Okay, so pour it. So you have to do this process quickly so that we have to take the 0 minute reading. After mix it, just shake it and mix it. Immediately take the 5 ml of methyl acetate from that. Okay? Then start your stopwatch. Start your stopwatch.
Indicator.
Okay. Then in this mixture already there is ice crunch. You have to add the indicator. Okay. And you have to titrate it. Okay. So I'm just going to titrate it, and we know the end point of this titration is from colorless to pink. Okay, as soon as you will get the faint pink color, then you have to stop the titration and note down the reading as a 0 reading. Okay, so you have to, while doing the titration, always stir it, and as soon as you will get the pink color and it will stay up to 10 seconds, then that will be the end point of the titration. Okay, so this color is your end point. Of the titration. So note down the reading of this titration, and the first reading is 24 point, sorry, the first reading is 0 reading, and that becomes 23.1 ml. Okay, so repeat After completion of your first reading, note down that reading. Then we have to take the another reading after 10 minutes of the reaction mixture. So meanwhile, you have to stir that reaction mixture. So next reading is after 10 minutes. So before that, clean your apparatus. Again, mark, fill that burette with NaOH. Then mark it up to the 0 level. Okay, be ready. After 9 minutes, keep the ice on this conical flask, add indicator on it, and as soon as 10 minutes completed, again you have to pipette the 5 ml methyl acetate mixture, and you have to do the same procedure, and you will get the end point, that is after 10 minutes. Okay, repeat this one for each 10 minutes interval, and you have to take 5 readings. Okay, so you will get the first reading, that is at 0 minutes. As soon as you are going to mix the mixture, then you have to start each 10-minute interval. Okay, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and 50 minutes. The reaction mixture, we are going to increase the concentration of acid so that our reading is going to increases. Okay, now after doing all this one, we have to find out the infinity reading. Okay, T infinity. That means after the end of this, or up to the end of this reaction, what will be the reading. So for that purpose, you have to keep this reaction mixture as it is for 1 hour. Okay, then you have to do the same procedure, you will get the reading. So we don't have that much time to stay. So that T infinity reading is provided by us. So we are going to provide that T infinity reading. Okay, so your observation table is going to create like this one. Okay, so you have to mention the time. First, we are going to take the T0 reading, that is 23.1 ml. We got this reading. You know how to find out this reading, or we are going to provide that reading. Then in observation table, you have to mention the time interval. After that, you are going to take the reading so that you will get these readings. So this is the part of your calculations to fill the observation table, right? Then you have to find out the K. Okay, so this calculation part, with the help of this observation, you have to do the calculation and you have to plot the graph, and this part is going to explain by our Professor Kale sir.
Hello student, as explained by Dr. Indulkar sir. So this is your observation table. After carrying out the experiment for about 50 minutes, so we have this type of observation table. See here, your reaction is like this. This is methyl acetate plus water catalyzed by H plus ion gives you acid and alcohol. After titration, you have 6 readings. So first reading is for 0 minute, and subsequently we have the readings for 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50 minute. And as explained by Dr. Indulkar sir, we have to go for infinity reading. So infinity reading is the reading at which the complete hydrolysis of methyl acetate occurs, and this reading will be provided by the examiner to you. So for today's experiment, the infinity reading is 45.6 ml. So this part is of your observation table. Now for the calculation purpose, we have to calculate the K value here. So formula for calculation of K is K is equal to 2.303 upon T log T infinity minus T0 upon T infinity minus Tt. In your theory part, we have the same formula for the rate constant of first order reaction, in which we have 2.303 upon T log of A upon A minus X. So A is the initial quantity or concentration, and A minus X is the amount of reactant left after time t. So this formula is one and the same. Now we have to put t value is 10, that is time is 10 minutes. So log of t infinity minus t0, we have the t infinity value, we have the t0 value, the subtraction of this is 22.5, and the denominator term is A minus X, that is t infinity minus tt, we have this value t infinity 45.6 minus tt is 24.6, it comes to be 21. So you have to take the ratio of these two terms is equal to 1.0714. We have to go for log of it is this multiplied by 2.303. So we have here the calculation, and calculation of K comes 6.89 into 10 raised to minus 3. So this is the rate constant for first order reaction, that is in terms of minute inverse. So in this way we have to calculate this 5K. So this value is taken from this observation. We have to put it in that observation. And we have to write it as 6.89 10 raised to minus 3. Okay, so after doing this calculation, we have to go for 20 minutes. So you have to put here 20. K is equal to 2.303 upon 20. Here A term remains as it is. It is common for all calculation, and A minus X for 20 minutes is 19.4. In this way we have to go for calculation, and this gives you the value of another K, that is K1 at 20 minutes. So in this way we have to go for calculation of K by putting different values of time and different values of t infinity minus tt. In this way we have this 5K. Take the mean of this 5K. This will be the rate constant by calculation of ester hydrolysis. Afterwards we have to go for graphical representation or determination of K value by graph. For that purpose we have to plot the graph of log of A upon A minus X versus time t. So at the 5 points 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50, and these values are for log of A upon A minus X. This graph is straight line graph passing through the origin. We have to go for slope of the graph, and from the slope of the graph we have to calculate the K value here. So this K value is K by graph. Whatever you represented in your observation table, it's K by calculation. And is this all values are similar, all K are similar, therefore your hydrolysis of methyl acetate is first order reaction. So you have to find out the conclusion of this particular experiment, that is both K values, K by graph as well as K by calculation, both values are similar, therefore ester hydrolysis is a first order reaction itself. Okay, so this is the detailed explanation about the calculation of the result or calculation of this particular part. Okay, now I will hand over the mic to Dr. Indulkar sir to give some comment on this particular practice.
Okay, so thank you, Kaya sir. Now see here, similarly you will get the K by calculation, K by graph. So you have to express that K here in result table, in K in minute inverse. So you will get K by calculation, K by graph, and based on this one, this K, you have to conclude that K value are nearly constant. So this shows that the rate constant is independent of initial concentration. Okay, so this K, you will get the straight line graph of log A upon A minus x versus time. So you can say this reaction particular follows the first order kinetics and the nearly constant value of K. That means it is independent of initial concentration. So in our regular practical, we have to do this one as it is, but as a time constraint, we explain here just theory of this practical. Thank you. So